Hey guys, so over the last couple days, I've seen two of the films nominated for Best Picture. I been busy the last few days, so I hadn't got a chance to do any reviews for them. I know this is going to be like a few days late after I've seen them, but I finally had some free time, so I was like, all right, let me get these reviews and done and out of the way here. Um, First film I saw on Friday night was Phantom Thread. Um, this was a new Paul Thomas Anderson movie that's been nominated for Best Picture, starring Daniel Day Lewis, and has gotten some pretty big critical praise since it came out. Now, to be honest, and this is me being fucking flat honest, this was a movie that, if it hadn't come out to my theater and hadn't got nominated for Best Picture and gotten as many good reviews as it did, I probably would not have seen this shit. This is coming from somebody who likes, Paul Thomas Anderson. I enjoy his movies. I love Boogie Nights. I like There Will Be Blood. He's a damn good director. I'm not like head over heels with him as far as a lot of critics go, but he's made some pretty damn good movies over the last 20 years, and this was just a movie that looked uninteresting. Nothing about it looked good at all. Like this looked like one of those movies that was just getting critical praise because it's Paul Thomas Anderson and Daniel Day Lewis. First time they've been together since There Will Be Blood, which was a great movie. But this just looked uninteresting from the fucking trailers. Just nothing about it appealed to me whatsoever. I was just like it was probably one of the most boring trailers I've ever fucking seen for a movie. So, but going in, I went in with a fresh mind because it's getting good reviews. I actually heard a couple people tell me it's not that bad. And people were saying it's actually pretty good. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's also like, I've seen movies before where the trailers didn't sell me at all for it. And I was, pleasantly surprised. And, alright, listen, I'm going to get some shit for this. I know I will. And there's going to be people that are going to bitch at me for this. But this was easily one of the most boring movies I have sat through in the last couple of years. Probably since fucking Boyhood have I ever been this bored watching a fucking movie. The only thing I'll say about this movie that is a positive over not Boyhood is that this movie's shorter than Boyhood. At least this movie wasn't fucking 3 hours long. God damn. This was a movie that I just sat there, bored out of my fucking skull. I'd rather have took a 2-hour nap than watch this movie ever again. God damn it, man. It's like, it is, I like, this movie, I wanted to like this movie. I was trying to find something to like about this movie. There are good things I can say positive about it. It is really fucking well made. It is. It's really well made. It's really well acted. The musical score is good. Very, very good. Like I said, Paul Thomas Anderson is a fucking very competent director. He knows how to fucking shoot a movie, make a movie. It's very gorgeous, really well made, well shot. Cinematography is great. Like I said, the score is great. The acting is fine. Honestly, the acting is perfectly fine. People like Daniel Day Lewis. I've said this, even after I got out of it, I was like, is a damn good actor to the point that even if he tried, I don't even think he could pull off a bad performance. I don't even think I've ever seen him pull off or do a bad performance. There's been movies that I like him that he's still really good in. And like I just said, God damn it, man. I really was trying so fucking hard to find stuff like to like this movie, but I couldn't. Like I said, one, it was fucking boring, which I'll talk about here in a little bit, too. And two, and this is the major part of it, I did not like one fucking bit any of these characters, the main characters of this movie that you're following, especially Daniel Day-Lewis, his character. Like I said, he pulled off a good performance, but he was a terribly written, unlikable character, one of the most unlikable characters I have seen put on film in a long goddamn time, and a critically acclaimed film like this. He is this character is so goddamn unlikable. He's an asshole. He's a prick. He's supposed to be. I understand that. Don't tell me that in the comments that he's supposed to be a fucking prick. Yeah, he is like unlikable and a prick. You know what? Paul Thomas Anderson and Daniel Day-Lewis did that movie, There Will Be Blood. And guess what? That character that Daniel Day-Lewis was playing in that movie was unlikable and was a prick, was an asshole. But he actually had charisma, had charm. He was kind of fun. Because he was Daniel Day-Lewis, he made it fun to watch, like this character. And he brought some, charm to this character. This is just a complete, utter prick that I could not stand one bit. For the first half of this movie, I'm like, he insults this little girl, just berates her for fucking chewing too loudly, buttering her toast too loudly, doing anything that he finds fucking annoying, and berates her every fucking other cost. I'm like, why the fuck would this girl end up with him? Maybe because of the money. I was like, what the hell? I guess so. But I'm like, what the hell would... I was not understanding. This is like, I swear to God, I'm gonna get shit for saying this. This movie reminded me of like a more sophisticated version of 50 Shades of Grey without the sex, and the or Bondism and shit like that in that S&M, because he's like fucking Christian Grey, an asshole who's just a controlling asshole who just is unlikable, and because it's played by Daniel Day-Lewis, it's a better fucking better acted character than Christian Grey was, because Christian Grey, I even think Daniel Day-Lewis probably could still pull off a fucking good performance, even though if he was given shit like that, but it's like a more sophisticated fucking, like, Christian Grey. He's an asshole. And then, like, ironically, I got a fucking trailer for 50 Shades Freed in front of this. I'm like, well, that explains why I got that in front of this. This movie, like I said, he's unlikable. Completely fucking unlikable. And then to make it fucking worse, by the last half of the movie, the girl is unlikable too. They both deserve each other. She is a terrible person, as you find out throughout the movie, and she is a fucking terrible person. By the end of it, you're like, they both fucking deserve each other. I just watched a movie where two characters, by the end of it, I could not fucking stand. They all go to fucking hell. I was like, fuck this movie. I was like, what the hell? Like, they deserve each other. Like, by the end of it, like, I hope they fucking both end up killing each other by the end of this fucking movie. Like I said, I really did not like these characters whatsoever. The first hour of this movie was what killed it for me. More, also, like I said, first hour of this movie killed it for me. The first hour, nothing happens. There was nothing that fucking happens at fucking all. They fall in love, and that's it. And you watch him try dresses on the girl, other girls, and that's fucking it. There's a lot of just staring characters, just saying nothing and staring at each other, and that's fucking it. It's just repetitive bullshit. It just kept going and going, and like, nothing is happening. I could have fucking fell asleep for an hour. I wouldn't have missed a damn fucking thing. Seriously, you can skip the first hour. Just get a summary of the first hour and just like, you won't be fucking lost. They fall in love. They start a relationship. That's all you need to know about the first fucking hour. Nothing else other than that happens. But where the movie kind of almost turned around was when about the second hour of the fucking movie, about an hour into the thing, they decide to throw in a whole subplot where the fucking girl is trying to poison him with poisonous mushrooms. What the hell? That was where it actually, I was like, well, this is getting interesting. That was where you're like, okay, this is a terrible fucking person too. She's a terrible person too. And the only reasons, I'm getting to the spoilers, fuck it, I'm gonna get the spoilers, so don't want to know, go stop right now. But the only reason she's doing it is you find out. I was like, at first I was like, holy shit, they're gonna kill his character off? That'd be kind of crazy. Like, since he's top billing and everything. No, what they do is he gets gravely sick, and she gets him sick on purpose so that he will fall back in love with her and shit like that. You're like, wow. Like, and it works. And it's like, damn, movie. And it keeps going, and I'm like, you're like, okay, maybe he'll turn around and end up being a decent person. Like, they'll give him a redemption. Nope, he just still is a fucking asshole. Nothing changes about any of the fucking characters by the end of this movie. They're just terrible people, and that's about it. They're still terrible people. And I was like, the movie ended, and I was like, I just sat there for a few minutes because the ending of this movie is a little fucking crazy. It's like, really? That is the direction you're going in? Huh. And you're just sitting there like, wow. That I just really fucking sat for that. This movie's getting nominated for... It's like, wait a minute. This movie's getting nominated for Best Picture. I know fucking critics must really have a hard-on for fucking Paul Thomas Anderson, Daniel Day-Lewis. Movies like Blade Runner, 2049, Logan, Disaster Artist, I'm trying to think, Big Sick, Baby Driver. Yeah, there's 5 right there. I could name that were fucking way better than Big Sick, or than this fucking movie. More interesting, more developed characters, not just horrible people. But because it's Paul Thomas Anderson and Daniel Day-Lewis, and the Oscars got major hard-ons for both of them, they could not do anything wrong. They have to fucking jerk off every time they make a movie together. It had to be fucking nominated. Like I said, I'm gonna get shit for this, but like I said, I had none of this movie. None of this movie. It's not gonna make my worst list because it's like, at the end of the day, it was well made. But goddamn, if I were gonna buy boring movies, man, I just rather had it took. Like I said, I didn't see it. I saw it for free. You know, I don't get angry about those movies, but it's just like, man, this is just like, really, we're wasting the Best Picture nomination for this shit. Anyways, yeah, that's as far as that movie goes. Trailers, I only got one new trailer, and that was this new movie called Tully, from Jason Reitman, the guy who made Thank You for Smoking, Juno, stuff like that. Like I said, he's made some pretty good movies. Up in the Air, he did that one too. Pretty good movies I've really liked. It's a movie about, it's like a pretty good trailer about, it was a pretty good trailer about Charlize Theron's a mom, and it just chronicles her life as a mom and trying to take care of her kids. And she's kind of like, well, it looks like from the trailer that she's on almost deep end of, because having to take care of all these kids, like maybe even go for postpartum depression, and then she gets a nanny named Tully. That's all I got from the trailer. I'm like, alright. Yeah, it didn't look terrible. Yeah, I was like, that looks like a pretty good indie comedy. That could be a decent indie comedy. Like I said, it's Jason Reitman. Yeah, it's like, okay, cool. That's as far as trailers go, and Phantom Thread. I'll be back here shortly with my other review of the other Best Picture nominee that I saw. Till then, I'll talk to you guys later.